I'm going to take you down memory lane. Welcome to my school. This is where more than 2.5 decades ago I graduated. This is my high school, and it brings back a lot of memories as I will take you down the corridors where I grew up, the friendship that I forged, and the people that have kept in touch with me until today. This is where it all began. This is my school, this is my life. As I'm going through with you down memory lane, I would like you to also think about your journey. Where have you started? Where were the forkroads in your life that you had to make important decisions that shaped the way you are today and perhaps even shape the way you will be in future? So I'd like to show you my school where it all began. As I walk through here, a lot of memories start coming in. This is where a lot of kids wait for their parents to come pick them up, or for the rest of us, we have to go out to where the bus stop is to catch the bus. It's a great place and we like to gather here. And I want to show you some of the places where we spend a lot of our time outside of class. This is the football field, soccer field for some of you guys. That's where the place where we play volleyball. Come, let me show you. We used to hate this field for some time because being as part of the noisiest class, we tend to, one of the punishments was called F-troop. I don't know if you guys, some of you who studied in the same school, know, and if your class made the most noise or you're basically disobedient, the entire class is sent out to the field. So you'll stand here like after the breaks for like 15 minutes under the hot sun. That was part of the punishment that we used to have. Now, this area here, this tree has been around for ages and it's still here. It brings back a lot of memories to see. They used to not have those bars. I think now they start to attack the tree, perhaps, and that's why they have bars to protect the tree. A couple of years ago, there was a gathering of all our friends from the same high school that we graduated in. And this was a very interesting gathering because everyone came with their spouse, and some have kids, and some have done pretty well for themselves. And there were two particular friends that I know of personally whom we were classmates from the same school, as you could see right here. One of them had done pretty well for himself. He is now a senior manager in a GLC, a government-linked company, and he is happily married, he's got 2 kids, and life is pretty good for him so far. Not that exciting, but okay. Now, there is another friend at the same gathering, also happily married, also with 2 kids, and this is the guy that sat right behind me, and he used to be the naughtiest guy in class. Usually the naughty guys sit at the back. Now, this dude has turned out to be the CEO of the GLC that I'm talking about right now, and the other guy who's doing pretty well is working for him. Now, let's think about it. Same school, same family background, same group of friends, same teachers. Have you ever wondered, like me, what were the important turning points in these 2 persons' lives? What decisions that they have made after they graduated from this high school that has made such a huge difference in the trajectory of their careers? The reason why I brought you back to my old school is to highlight one very important point, and that is about forkroads. You see, every student that graduated from the same class, from the same school, with the same mentors, with the same group of friends, these are the so-called background. Some will say it's because you have a better education, better privileged background that your life is good today. I'm here to tell you that it's not true. We were all given the same amount of opportunities. The forkroad happens when the education was over. I'm here to tell you there are 4 decisions at the forkroad you can make. The first is do nothing. The second is retreat. In fact, go back and restudy everything. Or the third action you could take is take normal action. Take simple actions that you think is the next right step. Or I can tell you the 4th decision, which is the most important. Take 10x your action. Take massive action. Go beyond your comfort zone and make that difference. Now, not many people would make that fourth choice. Most people would just take normal action. Some people wouldn't do anything, and there are a minor group who will actually retreat and go and restudy the same subject over and over again. You are at the crossroads right now. You can rewatch the first 3 videos, retreat, or you could do nothing right now and just let this be, let fate stop right here. Or you can say, I'm buy a couple of books and do a little bit of reading, take the next right step. Or you can say, I'm going to take this further and make transformation happen. Take 10x action, massive action to transform your life. But what if I can tell you there is a formula to making those decisions? There is a formula to understanding what options so that your decision making becomes easier. Well, I've got that formula. I'm going to show it to you in the Grow Rich with BaZi blueprint.
I've been finding this course extremely inspirational and something to really look forward to in the future. I'd like to say thank you for somebody like Joey Yap that can actually teach us to make our lives a whole lot better than what they actually are. If you're a bit confused as to whether or not you should do this course, it's an absolute must, and I really think you should do it.
For my own self, definitely, in my relationship, for my business, now to understand people, the customers, the clients who come. If I know he's BaZi, I know how to approach him in a more better way. Yes? And it will continuously help me also with my family, and with my clients.
The opportunity arose at the 2014, and I started studying with Joey in 2014, and it's helped me to really know myself better. That's when things really started to change for me, powerfully.
Any form of transformation starts with these 3 factors. Number 1, experiences. Number 2, education. And number 3, execution. The right type of experiences can lead you to a transformation in life. The wrong type of experiences can impede you from making any changes and transformation, and in fact it causes fear in your life and prevents you from moving forward. The right type of education allows you to know how to change, what to change, knowing what to do and when. And of course, the power of execution, being able to take your knowledge and transforming it into activities that make a transformation. These are the 3 factors that I've encapsulated in my Grow Rich with BaZi program. My Grow Rich with BaZi program is created out of frustration back in 2010. Those days when everyone is learning about destiny code, they learn the traditional aspects, learning about how to read the chart, but no one knows how to apply it into their own lives and make a transformation. So the program, Grow Rich with BaZi, Grow Rich in terms of happiness, in terms of meaning, in terms of making a transformation in life, happened in 2010. So what happened along the way throughout the years is, upon every graduation, we speak to the graduates, we talk to them, we get feedback, we understand their needs, and every step of the way we have made improvements. So the version that you see today has gone through multiple times of renewal and rejuvenation, and the end result, a brand new Grow Rich with BaZi program. Now, unlike the previous intakes that we have, the new Grow Rich with BaZi program comes in 2 different and purposeful packages. You can choose between the basic or the advanced tier versions. Now, both versions are structured as a step-by-step blueprint for you to master the art of BaZi and apply it to transform your life. The basic version consists of the core modules which are designed to get you practicing and making changes to the various aspects of your life immediately. And for those of you who like to go much deeper into the vast subject of BaZi astrology, we've introduced the all-new advanced tier this year. There are 12 core modules in the basic and 10 in the advanced tier versions. Bear in mind though, the advanced tier package already includes the 12 core modules from the basic program. This video that you're watching right now will only cover the roadmap in the basic program. For those of you who are interested in advanced tier, there is a special video that I have created that can be found on this website. Let's begin. Let's talk about the first starting point. The first module, it's about wealth capacity. Now, in this very first module, which is the foundation of the entire study of the Grow Rich with BaZi program, is to help you find out what is your true value. Now, You see, for any one of us to create wealth, to create meaning in life, to actually make an impact, first thing that we need to do is to understand what have we got to offer. Now, you can't offer anything, can't add value to anyone's life unless you know what you already have. That's why the first module, it's all about understanding your wealth capacity or your life capacity to produce value, to add value to people's life, your work, and whatever aspects you come across in your life. Now, in module 2, we're going to talk about expanding your capacity. Now, in everyone's destiny code, there are always aspects or hidden talents or a certain nature that might have remained dormant your entire life, but if you manage to discover it, bring that talent out, you're able to add enormous value to other people's lives or at your work. Now think about it, what are the areas that we want to improve in our life? Maybe you want to improve our career, maybe you want to improve our ability to generate more income and more wealth, and or relationships. You want things to be better, you want to be happier. All this require us to be able to bring out the best in us or bring out something that is in us and able to add that to other people's lives. Now, when we say adding that to other people's lives, it means that whenever anyone comes in contact with you in your life, their lives become better as a result of you. And if you join an organization, the organization does better, become more efficient, makes more money, generates more sales as a result of your ability to add value to them. Now think about this. If you're able to add this enormous value to other people, think about what this can do to your life. That's what we mean by expanding capacity. In your destiny code, there are certain aspects or talents or ability that you might not have discovered yet. Sometimes we discover this along our lives in different luck cycles because of certain experiences or certain people we meet. But if you take conscious action by studying the capacity that is hidden in your chart and take action in activating those skills, you can immediately expand your capacity and touch more lives. And in the third module, we take this concept even deeper, even further. We talk about amplifying your value. Now, in your destiny code, we can find certain items, the key components between the year, month, day, and hour. Find out what we have hidden and our capacity to create a major impact and give that back to the community, to the people around you. Now, amplifying value is where we are able to 10x our game. You see, think about this. If you were to try and save $1 million for each child that you have, now I know some of you might not have children, but let's say you do, and you want to give each child a gift of $1 million and you're going to save $1 million, how long do you think you will take to save up this amount? If you're going to save, let's say, $1,000 a month, it'll probably take you up to 88 years old before you can even save up to $1 million. Let's think about it. How do people actually generate the millions? Well, they add massive value. They amplify their value. They're able to do more with the same amount of time. They become more efficient, become more effective, and making major transformations to the community, to the business, and to the people around them. So, although I use the example of using wealth, however, wealth comes in many forms. Wealth to you might be monetary, but to other people, the relationships that they have between one another, or maybe it's the impact that they make in the lives of the people that are around them. So this is what I mean by amplifying the value. So there are certain key components that are hidden in your destiny code that once you understand what they are, become aware of them, do the activities that allow you to bring them out and master these skills and talents and understand how they can add value to the people that are important in your life, you're able to amplify your value. And in the fourth module, I discussed something that is extremely important to a lot of people who are trying to start out in their lives, in their career, in their business. That is about raising capital. You see, you could be extremely talented. Let's say you understand your capacity, you expanded it and amplified your value. But you can't take this, raw idea of yours and turn it into reality without, being able to raise some capital to fund your dreams. All dreams requires money. So in order for you to, realize your dreams, should your dream be to save 1,000 lives or to create medicine to help people or to make people become happier or to create anything at all, it requires the fuel, it requires money. That's why we want to learn about raising capital. This topic talks about how a person can figure out the best ways according to his or her own destiny chart to raise the capital. Where can he or she look for the opportunities to find those resources to fund his or her dreams? Now, which leads us to the next module, which is about resources. A lot of people think that, I may be too young for this, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm too old for this, I can't remember stuff, I don't want to learn this subject, it's just too difficult. Listen, all these are excuses. All this is a matter of resources. And the way to solve this problem is to become resourceful. The way to do that is to look at your destiny code and find out where could be the hidden resources where you could take small actions, leverage actions to become more resourceful to help you succeed in life. You see, don't let no time or no money or too young or too old become your excuse for not being able to turn your life to become better. Listen, you don't just do this for yourself. When your life becomes better, so does the people around you. Your family, your wife, your kids, your husband, everyone becomes better as a result of you becoming better. So the way is not about lack of resources. The solution is about being resourceful. Let your destiny code guide you into finding out how you can become resourceful. Now, which leads us to another extremely important topic that's called hidden talents. You see, we all want to make more money. We all want to do better in our career. We want to be in a career that we love so that, it doesn't seem like we're working every day. Well, the way to do that is to find out, how many talents do we have? Some of us may have 1 or 2 talents. Some of us may have more talents. It depends on your chart. Some people figure out their talents at a very young age. Those are the luckier people, but not everyone is lucky enough to have met the right person at a very young age or have met with the right scenario that allowed them to awaken their talents. So the next best thing is to actually study your destiny code, find out what these hidden components are, and find out what you could do to trigger or to ignite this so-called talent. Now, bear in mind, I'm not talking about trying to discover a hidden talent. Let's say you discover there's a hidden talent in singing and you discover that the next day you could sing like Mariah Carey. It's not like that, okay? All talents take time to nurture. But the sooner you find out what they are, the sooner you put yourself in the right experiences and the right education that allows you to develop these talents from an unconscious competence to conscious competence. That's where you have mastery over your life and become successful and become happy. So whether or not you are more suited to work for other people or more suited to work for yourself and become an entrepreneur or to become an investor, all these questions, the answers may lie in your hidden talents. Now, in the next module, I'm going to talk about people management. Now, for most of you who have some experience in working life, you will understand that in order for you to succeed, you will need the help of other people. Nobody can succeed alone. Think about it. For us to even write a teaching program like this, how many people are actually behind the scenes actually helping me out? Think about it. In banks, there are a group of people. As a superstar, the managers, the people behind the scenes, your makeup artists, a lot of brain power, a lot of manpower, a lot of strengths and energies from other people are actually needed for you to become successful in life. That's why figuring out how to build a powerful team using BaZi to understand all the people around you, understand their talents, understand what motivates them, their personality, and more importantly, how to influence them and weave them together to form a super powerful team, that's how you succeed. That's why in this topic, we're going to discuss people management. In the next module, we are going to talk about strategic alliances. Now, certain people have better connection with you. Certain people with the best of intentions, the moment they enter your life, they might screw things up. Because we call this BaZi compatibility. Some people's energies are just better for you. You feel happier just having them around. Some people cooperate better with you. Some people, for some reason, understand what you want and what you need without even you needing to say too much. Therefore, figuring out the people that are most compatible with you that can help you succeed in life are one of the best ways to help you succeed. And this will be where I'm going to teach you how you can find strategic partnerships or find connections with the right mentors and teachers that can provide you with the right knowledge or the right opportunities and even the right type of relationships. Some relationships, energize you. You feel happy being with these people. Some relationships just drain you. They become energy vampires, sucking you dry. Therefore, it's extremely important for you to understand from the perspective of your BaZi destiny code, what type of relationships are strategic. That's what we mean by strategic alliances. Now, in the next topic is one of the most interesting aspects of BaZi, which is also one of the most useful, not just for yourself, But for the people that you will be reading BaZi for, which I believe once you master this art, you'll be reading a lot of people's charts, it's about BaZi career options. It's about learning how to use the destiny code to figure out what is a person's most suitable and most profitable career or industry, or find out the fields that can provide them with the maximum returns. Listen, sometimes it's not just about you, it's because you enter into a field that has very nominal returns. Sometimes it's not just about your talents and your, whether you're hardworking or not. It's just so happened that you have entered into a field that have very minimum returns. But there are those people who are in fields that allow them to shine, they allow them to bring out their nature and add most value, that in return get maximum returns for the same amount of effort. So from your BaZi, you're able to understand what are the BaZi career options, and that's what we're going to discuss in this module. Now here's another favorite topic. This module, we're going to talk about investments. Everyone wants to know, can they get lucky when it comes to investments? Well, there's a specific way to look at this. It's not about luck, it's about understanding what are the energy patterns from understanding your destiny code to figure out what aspects or what investment vehicles or tools that are most suitable for your frequency. Well, some of you might be better with property management, some of you might be better with the share market, with the equity market. It depends. It depends on your affinity with that field and also your risk tolerance level. So you can actually understand some of this by understanding your destiny code. And in the next module, we talk about something that is very important for a lot of people, and that is about creating and managing change. Change, although everyone says, change is inevitable, it will happen, but people get stressed out when change happens, right? Whether you change from being single to getting married, or from married to becoming single again, or maybe you got a job, or you lost a job, or you start a business, or you don't start a business. Everything is about change. The question is, are you letting change happen to you, or are you actually managing the changes that are happening in your life? Change stresses people. However, change is necessary for you to improve, for you to transform, to become better. So if you understand the tools in BaZi that I'm going to share with you, this will allow you to help you manage, control, direct the flow of change, and help you get the results that you want to become happier and more successful in life. That's what we're going to talk about when it comes to managing and creating changes. And here's my favorite topic, innovation. From where you are right now to where you want to be, whether you want to be successful, you want to make a lot of money, you want to have the best meaningful relationships or great health, from where you are right now to where you want to be requires change in the form of innovation. Innovation is the driving force. In fact, it's the key component to all transformations, be it in your business, in your career, in your relationships, and even for your health. All this stems from one ability. Then that ability is to understand from the perspective of your BaZi, how can you stimulate a guided form of innovation. Now, I'm not talking about invention. Invention happens in your bedroom or in the office, where you think about stuff and trying to make something. That's invention. But innovation is about adaptation. It's about being out there in the marketplace, meeting people as you go about in your life. You get the feedback, understand your chart, understand your luck cycles. In your destiny code, there's a chart that's called the luck cycles, and there's a lot of the dials in your entire BaZi Explorer that you need to explore and understand, that allows you to actually control a guided form of innovation that helps you get to the strategic results that you want in life. And that results could be more money, better health, and better relationships. So this is a great tool for you to learn if you want to get unstuck from where you are right now, from being unhappy to happy. Okay, this is about how you can create meaning in your life, where you find that you're a little bit frustrated where you are right now. Things are okay, but it could be better. It can only be better if you innovate. So this is my favorite topic. I think it will be yours too. Now, Grow Rich with BaZi, it's about making step-by-step improvements in our lives. Just imagine improving only 1% each week. That would already mean that you will improve at least over 50% in a year. Now, we're not going to say that we're going to transform our entire lives by next Wednesday. That would not be possible. Now, instead, it's all about making small but consistent changes and improvements in our lives that will one day lead us to an extraordinary life. So there you have it. These are the 12 core modules of the Grow Rich with BaZi program. And if you follow these steps, I promise you that you can transform your life. And you can grow richer in your career, your relationships, and in life with BaZi. Now be sure to check out the new Advanced Tier program in the other video on this page. There you will find a much deeper and detailed explanation on what it entails if you go on with the new Advanced program. Now, enrollments for both of these programs are now officially open, but will only be open for this week. That means we will stop taking new enrollments in a matter of days. This is my once a year intake, and this is what you've been searching for, trying to learn BaZi and want to master the art and want to use this for yourself and for other people. Then now is the time. Now is the time to join us in the Grow Rich with BaZi program. In a moment, I'll tell you all about the hidden benefits of the program and how you could make this one of your best investments ever. I'll also cover some of the biggest questions that you could be having right now. But before I explain some of the other features of this new Grow Rich with BaZi program, and if you'd like to jump right to the enrollment page right now to grab some of the extremely limited bonuses, click on the link that you see on the page right now, jump the queue and enroll immediately so that you can ensure that you get one of the limited bonuses immediately. Now, the Grow Rich with BaZi is an online training program that you can access from any device as long as you have an internet connection. You see, I know that a lot of people think they're too busy to learn this. Me too. I have stuff to do, I have work to do, I have many companies to manage. Just like you, I've designed this program for people who are busy. This program is in a modular system. What it means is it gives you the freedom to decide on how much time you want to spend on the modules that matter to you most. You can jump from module to module once the entire program is released. And most crucial factor is you will never feel overwhelmed. You can learn this at your own pace. All you need is an iPad or a computer or even your phone. You can access the training programs. Now, I also know from experience when meeting with new students, newbies, they are a little bit afraid that they might get overwhelmed. They're afraid they can't learn this subject. It is easy as long as I'm talking about it, right? I know what you're thinking. But listen, BaZi today, the way I'm teaching it, it's now much easier than ever to learn. Listen, I've been doing this for more than 2 decades here. I know there's still some of you probably thinking that, it's still difficult for me because I don't know any Chinese. I've not gone to a class for a long time. And heck, I'm a total newbie. I've not done any readings or whatsoever in Chinese metaphysics. Don't worry. I've got you covered. I know you're a little afraid of, taking a new subject, and that's why this next feature I'm going to tell you about, it's really going to blow your mind. These modules will be released in a weekly fashion, and once they're released, you will get a lifetime access to all the training materials, which means that you can actually watch this over and over and over again until you understand the subject. In fact, I always encourage my students to repeat their lessons over and over again because repetition is the mother of skills. The only way to master something is to repeat the education. It's very simple. So once the modules are released, watch them over and over again, and this will ensure that you will not fail in mastering this subject. And of course, this format of teaching, being in a modular system and being online, what it really means is you get to also decide the pace in which you want to learn this subject. You can go fast, you can go slow. So if you have a holiday or a vacation plan or a big project coming out due to work just around the corner, you want to click on the pause button, it's okay. You can stop for a while and continue where you left off. The Grow Rich with BaZi program is seamless and it will not be intrusive to your busy work schedule. You have absolute freedom to decide when is best for you to learn. Now, in my more than 2 decades of experience in teaching metaphysics, especially BaZi, I've noticed that some of us learn better using different kinds of methods or different kinds of approach. I always try to make learning materials as effective and as user-friendly as possible. That's why this program is designed to be holistic, using a 360 approach for the different kinds of learners out there. Other than just training videos, which you will be getting, you also find supplementary learning materials such as downloadable content, workbooks and printable notes. And some modules, in order to emphasize the important points, even come with quizzes and assignments. Now, these contents become available once you're in and will show up in your private student dashboard. As I've said earlier, I've been teaching BaZi for over 20 years now, and up to date I've trained top-notch consultants from all over the world who are today running their very successful consulting businesses. Now, although I also own and run multiple multi-million-dollar businesses, my passion really has always been in teaching and research in metaphysics, particularly in BaZi. It's just so much more satisfying and fulfilling being able to empower and impact so many more lives, as you can see in all our activities on Facebook and YouTube. I just keep producing a lot of content, and I really enjoy taking this art to the masses. As many of you also know, you probably follow my work and will also know that I teach other Chinese metaphysics subjects such as Feng Shui, Qimeng Dunjia, Yi Jing, face reading. But I think BaZi is a subject that is most interesting to many of us because it's all about us. It's all about who you are. It's all about understanding, your capacity, how you can make, best use of, your God-given talents and, become more for everybody. And in many ways, it's all about fulfillment. I think success without being able to feel fulfilled is not true success at all. Now, I just want to make a full disclosure here. I want to make more of you take up this particular subject, BaZi, and be introduced to my world and the amazing world of Chinese metaphysics. And maybe one day, hopefully, you can take on further study with my academy, learning the other subjects as well. So as you can see, it's completely selfish, but yes, this is why I've put so much effort, so much energy, me and my team, in this Grow Rich with BaZi program, because I really want you to be part of this program. So I'm going to make you an offer that you'd be crazy to walk away from. Here's the deal. If you're enrolling in my Grow Rich with BaZi program today, then I've handpicked the following bonuses just for you. The first bonus are cheat sheets. Now, these cheat sheets are custom built. They are based on the actual cheat sheets that I use as a student and I still use today as a consultant. Which means that just by looking at these hand-picked notes, they allow you to understand the gist of the entire program or the entire method that we're talking about. It's really, really, really useful for people who are busy, who are maybe are just forgetful like me. I like to have everything in the palm of my hand in order for me to actually practice this when I'm meeting a client or meeting someone. When I'm reading a chart, I don't want to be like, not knowing what the chart says. So cheat sheets help you master this subject. So in case after you finish the program and you don't remember much or you can't remember a single thing about BaZi, don't worry. There are 5 super cheat sheets that I've developed, and you can download them, print them, hang them on your wall and carry them on your phone. These cheat sheets are like the secret sauce, giving you a bird's eye view of what we have covered and what are the key points that you need to remember, or they can help you trigger your memory. In fact, they will serve you like a map in reading a chart. Now, these cheat sheets are hard to value, but I'll say at least they're worth more than $300 because it saves you time. Think about it. How much value is your time? And being able to read charts by just glancing through a quick set of notes and being able to know exactly where to start and what to see. I believe your time is definitely worth much more than that. And the next bonus, group coaching calls. Now, this second bonus is one of the most well-liked and most engaging experience. For some of you who are afraid that you have questions or you can't master this subject because you need help, or you might just along the way need a little bit of guidance, I know that many of you go through the program. At some point you will go through this process. That's why I have included 6 group coaching calls as a bonus for you. It's going to be led by my super qualified team, Joey Yam, and all you need to do is hop online and participate in the live coaching calls from wherever you are in the world. Now, don't worry if you missed the live session, because a replay will be made available in your student dashboard a few days after the live session has ended. That way, even if you don't have a question, you can still benefit from those who are asked by other students. Now, these sessions alone are valued more than $1,000. Now, this third bonus is especially valuable to those who might want to become professionals or even semi-professionals in using BaZi. The BaZi Insights is a stand-alone BaZi training program, and it features some of the best and most interesting, intriguing case studies my case studies submitted by students just like yourselves, or some of my own cases where I can take you into an in-depth review and see firsthand on how BaZi is actually applied in real-life cases. Now, what is discussed in the BaZi Insights program might be new content or advanced content that is not already discussed in the Grow Rich with BaZi 12 core modules or even the advanced tier, because these are real-life situations. So some of these cases really go beyond the syllabus, and it's really interesting for you to see how BaZi is applied in real life. There are a total of 6 additional training modules in this standalone program. And if you're enrolling today, I'll give you part 2 of the new BaZi Insights which are just filmed, which again consists additional questions from students and also from clients and from friends, my case studies. You want to add this on to your study library, and I truly believe that this will enable you to see BaZi in real life application. Double the new cases, new learning, new discoveries. That means it's an additional 12 modules of BaZi Insights, making it a total of $2,000 here. All for you right now if you decide to join me in Grow Rich with BaZi this year. And bonus number 4 is perhaps my favorite of all. It's regarding the software. I know you guys are enjoying it, you're using it, and as you know, the free software has limitations. Now I know that there are a lot of people who can learn how to plot the BaZi chart on their own and do readings manually and so on and so forth. I know all this stuff is available, a lot of free information out there. However, to save time, we all like to utilize technology to help us in terms of our reading. Why be bothered with trying to plot something, by hand, where you can save hours and have technology using, my algorithm plot out the chart in a way that you could understand, that you could apply immediately. Now, in the past 20 plus years, I've been working on various versions of the BaZi software, and in this latest version for my Grow Rich with BaZi students, it offers for the first time an AI, artificial intelligence model based on my thinking, my methods, my way of deciding the values in which how the elements interact. That's why when you look on the second pages, when you see the charts, that shows you a very specific way on how I value certain components that take into consideration the clashes, the combinations, the appearances in which of the pillars, or the luck pillars, or the annual pillars, or the month pillars. That's why it's so important. So students of the Grow Rich with BaZi program will be able to see the percentages, the analysis, the data that will help them in their reading. I will give you 1 year access to the full version of the Destiny Explorer. You will absolutely love the convenience from the features of this new software that me and my team have poured our hearts and energy into. In fact, I'm not afraid to tell you that I've spent more than $1 million on improving this software over the last couple of years, and we're still continuously improving it. Now, up to this point, if you still have not jumped out of your seat right now and enroll in the program, well, I've got one last bonus for you. Bonus number 5 is a game changer. Now, if you've been to my live events, my live courses, you know that a ticket will cost you anywhere from $5,000 upwards. As part of icing on the cake, I'm going to give you one priority ticket to the next Grow Rich with BaZi live event. It's the next level of learning, and it's going to be a transformational weekend for you. I'm pretty sure of that. You get to meet other experts, like-minded students, enthusiasts, beginners or experienced practitioners, from all over the world. My last live event was attended by students from 55 countries participating, enhancing their ideas and practice of this art. This event is a place where I can personally share my latest findings, my applications, my cases, as well as, my insights on how I apply BaZi, and I get to answer your questions live as well. So the live event contains not just topics that we discuss in the online training, but contains a lot of topics that are far beyond that what we have already covered in the online program itself. It's an event designed to take you to the next level of your journey in mastering the art of BaZi. It's a definitely must attend, if you are interested in studying BaZi, or you want to master the subject of reading destiny charts. Being there will allow you to skyrocket your BaZi knowledge. But there's a catch, a huge one in fact. this very particular bonus is limited. Because it's a live event, it's limited by space. So unfortunately, not everyone here will be able to get a ticket because there are only X amount of seats that are available in the hall that we have. So only the first 100 of you right now will be getting these priority tickets. So you have to act now. Join me in the Grow Chipatsa online training program today, and if you're part of the first 100, you get a priority ticket to see me live in my event. At this point, the total value of all the bonuses alone stands over $6,000. And if you hire one of our consultants to do work with you on the areas covered by the 12 core modules, it will cost you well over $10,000. But I wanted to make sure that the Grow with Chipatsa program is accessible to more people, and I wanted to make it really inexpensive. It's not going to cost you $10,000, it's not going to cost you $5,000, it's not even going to cost you $1,000. In fact, it's going to be very, very inexpensive and will only be a one-time payment of $497. Now, if $497 is a little bit of a stretch for you at this point in time, why not take the flexi payment option, which only requires $55 to get started. It costs a little more in totality if you do take the flexi option, but it's going to be more manageable. This investment covers my time, my team members' efforts who have been working and will be working day and night, as well as all the materials that have been prepared for you in order for you to master this subject. It's really an awesome deal, and you'll get all the bonuses that I mentioned above except those that are limited. Now, for just $55 to get started or a $497 one-time investment, you get a lifetime access to all the core training modules in the Grow with Chipatsa program. Let me put that into a different perspective for you. At $55, it will get you roughly about 10 cups of coffee a month. Now, in exchange for these 10 cups of coffee a month, you get a lifetime access to the knowledge and systems that will transform your life. For the same 10 cups of coffee, you'll get to skyrocket your inspiration, impact, and income. And we haven't even weighed in on the specific results that you're using this program to get in return. Now that's a good deal. Guys, BaZi is a life transformational tool. I know it will help you. And I know there are people that you want to help using this very unique tool. Your partner, your children, and the people that you really care about. Ultimately, this is an investment. An investment not just in yourself, but in the people that give meaning to your life. And all investments have risks, except for this one. Here's how I'm going to make this impossible for you to lose. First, you need to be willing to invest $497 or just $55 a month to get started. This ensures that really only serious students apply, and we can focus on these ones, making sure that every one of you cross the finishing line. Now, there are only two scenarios that can really happen. The first scenario is you follow the steps that are taught in the Grow with Chipatsa program, you apply the knowledge, you see some results, you work a little harder, and you see even more results, and you gain momentum along the way, and somewhere down the journey, you see massive gains and unbelievable returns. Now, if this is the scenario, then all I ask is for you to come back to our community and share your success story. Now, I also don't think I need to really tell you the value of the returns that would be if you did achieve that scenario. Now, the second scenario is, along the way, after signing up for this program, you really got distracted. Or for some reason, you didn't like the program, or maybe your spouse discouraged you from pursuing further, or whatever, heck, maybe you just woke up one day and you decided, hey, this isn't for me. That's totally okay. If this does happen to you, just take advantage of my 30-day money-back guarantee. Just let us know within the first 30 days and we'll send you your money back in full. Send me or my team a note. No forms, no fuss, seriously, no hard feelings. So you see, it's really not possible for you to lose. You either get a crazy return on your investment or you get your money back. Now, this is definitely a great deal. So go ahead and click on the enrollment button right now and join me in the Grow with Chipatsa program. Oh, and one last thing. The Grow with Chipatsa program is only open for registrations once a year. Registrations are open for only 7 days, and then we're going to close our enrollments and begin class. We do this once a year so that we can divert all our attention and reallocate all our resources to taking care of every student that has signed up for the class. So as you can see, this is not just an online program, as we have introduced a live support, a system that has live elements within the program itself, guiding you, coaching you, making sure that you get the results. So if you want in, then now is the time. Now you need to act. You need to enroll in the Guru Shipatsa program right now. However, in the unlikely event for some reason that you're not able to join us this year, you can always prepare for the next intake, which is probably between 12 to 15 months from now. Now, if you're not ready to step up today, that may be in a year from now. But the real question is this: is 1 year less important? When you finally have the time, would that be best for you? If you truly want to transform your life, then it has to start today. You have one big decision to make right now. Remember I told you about fork roads? There are 4 major decisions that one person can make. A person can retreat, meaning you can go back and watch all the other videos, the previous 3 videos that we've done before, or even rewatch this one. Or, number 2, they could do nothing and just let this slide, let this opportunity slide. Or number 3, they can take a little bit of action, maybe grab a book or 2 or start reading it on their own. Or number 4, you could take massive action to really make that life transformation decision today. I know it takes some courage to step out of your comfort zone, but here's the trick. If you really cannot decide right now, my advice is don't decide right now. Instead, just click on the enroll button, get into the program first. Check it out for yourself, see if you like it, see if you understand the program. Hang around for the next 30 days, give it your best shot, give you the chance to try it out. Put in some work. Remember, you have 30 days to decide. BaZi is really amazing, and I'm sure that you'll see that this, as soon as you hop in, that the tools that you learn can really make a difference, not just in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. So please, come join me today. Click on the button on this page today, right now, and we'll walk you through together on this journey. I'll see you on the inside.
So how I started is I'm working in my father's restaurant as a cook, okay, and business was failing somehow. Although there's a lot of customers, but it's still failing. And so I was looking to BaZi in search for an answer, and then I got it. It actually indicates a subordinate that is ungrateful to my father. And so I tell my father, okay, there's a guy who is being siphoning off the money from the business. Using my strength as a director profile, I went into the business and I set up accounting practices and auditing practices, making checks and balances. I was so encouraged by this experience that I decided to continue into BaZi Module 3 and 4. That is when my whole world changed. The point is whether you can give a very good solution to life's problems. What you can do with the pinpoint of the timing is that you want to pinpoint the opportunities. Are you geared to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you? And how do I use BaZi to help business people? So breaking it down into different sectors of the business, you will know and you can analyze and you can solve the problems these business people have. When you can solve problems, you already provide value. That's how you keep going up the positive spiral. And I believe that everyone's approach is different. And so you approach metaphysics from different lens. Each and every one of you here, you have the capability and potential to take this subject into your heart and use it and provide value to people around you.